Coming up on Jeffrey's Angel.
Wave your balls back and forth. Back and forth, not side to side. That's.
Y'all see it? I got a little octopus in there. This is the new cruise though right there.
Welcome to the best cruise ship in the world.
It's the Valor, baby.
That's right.
Yo no sé, he querido volver a vivir la pasión, el calor y otro amor, otro amor.
Push it up, right? Sing it, Jess.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby.
Your eyes so red. What the alcohol? All this shit, he goddamn drunk.
I ain't drunk nothing.
And what are the chances that I am in Mexico on Cinco de Mayo? See, y'all in America and I am in Mexico. Good news, y'all. I done stopped the whole bus. Y'all see that? We done stopped the whole bus because of my water bottle. They must thought we had a blowout. We did not have a blowout. Did we have a blowout, you guys? Okay, we didn't have a blowout. Okay, y'all. So I'm on this horse. Now, I ain't finna record this whole time because I got to pay attention to my friend right here. Y'all see, I got Luna. Me and Luna ride, baby. You better ride, Luna. Okay, you guys, I am headed out to go horseback riding. We're going to see some old mansions or something, and also we're going to go see the cenotes. So I do a little swimming in the cenotes. I'll be back with y'all shortly. As you know, there was a carnival outbreak of COVID on the Carnival Spirit this morning, and so they are docked, and I'll give y'all more information with that as it comes in. It's gonna be interesting to see if they let us know on this cruise ship. Okay, be back. Okay, so I had to come down to the short excursion because my tickets went at the door. There's no problem. They got to be able to print me some out so I can get off the ship. Okay. Doing a lot of recording.
Oh, good for you.
Okay. So these are the bags that you get on. Oh, and it looks like it's gonna be nice and cool. Good morning. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Habla español.
Okay, so I guess I get up on one of these. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Look at me trying to record and maneuver and do this. Ain't working right now.
I'm just sure people get prepared when I'm trying to record.
Yeah, look, that's me. I'm trying to record. So
I know
if
what
you don't
it
want me to get you, I will blur your face out on my video at the final edit. That's what I tell people.
All right, I'm gonna hide the bag.
Okay.
Like the school bus.
Whew. And I forgot a towel. How did I forget?
Perfecto now. Areli, sorry, I don't know why I have Araceli in my head. Don't tell my wife, right? Areli and I, William, we're gonna be today your tour guides, and we're gonna be the ones that are gonna take care of you guys. Are gonna make you guys have fun, right? So today we have right there in the front one paramedic that's going to be assisting us if something happens, but we wish and we hope that we're not going to need her today, right? So right there we have the driver, one of the best drivers that we have, guys. His name is Mario. I always ask for a big applause for Mario so he could be like more excited on the driving, right? So let's give a big applause for Mario, guys. Come on. Mario, stop the driving and come here. He's still not that drunk to do that, right?
Okay.
He's like half and half, right?
Okay.
No, just kidding. Remember, do not drink and drive, right? You have to park, drink, and then drive. That's not. I'm just kidding. No drinking and driving, guys. So now, my buddy here, Areli, she's one of the best that we have today too. We're gonna be with you all tour, and she's going to be explaining some details about this place, wonderful place of the Yucatan history and Progreso that we are today. Areli, it's all yours.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, first of all, I would like to ask for your permission to explain and to speak freely about what the Haciendas were. Yes, it's going to be a little historical, but there is also a dark side on this history. That's what I'm permission to be speaking freely. Yes, it's just
Yes.
conveying the story. I'm just communicating it, not taking parts. You know, I'm going to be asking parts. The place that I get to call my home, we get to call our home with Gabby and William. Yucatan Peninsula. Yes, Yucatan Peninsula. It has 106 municipalities. 106. Merida is the capital. Progreso is just one of these municipalities. And Progreso happens to be one wonderful, used to be a wonderful just fishing town, but right now it's a port where you go and visit, and it's an entrance to all these wonderful things we have. So today you pick this tour, and I congratulate you for that, because this is a fascinating, great time we are going to have. You will be learning about the Yucatan, what we do in Merida, a little bit of the Maya that used to live here and are still here. You're going to hear that a little bit about that. You're going to be riding a horse. Yes, it's a slow pace riding of a horse, so you don't have anything to worry about. Later, William is going to be explaining more about that. And swimming at the cenote. What is a cenote? You know what is a cenote?
It's like a hole in the ground.
A hole in the... Yes. It's a cave that is filled with water. And what happened? How did that happen that we have cenotes? Well, 65 million years ago, I'm not going to go that far in history, but meteorite crashed, killed dinosaurs, but changed the geography and the hydrography of Yucatan. Yes, so the kind of soil we have is, we have this rock that is limestone that enables water filtration. So when it's filled with water, then you have these caves filled with water, and then we call them cenotes, right? For the Mayan, were very important places for ceremonial, yes, and a source of water. Everywhere, you know, the other thing, McDonald's, all those, we have them, so you would feel familiar, because we have an owner where the two principles the Mayan were by. But I'm not saying that they were all happy dancing and throwing flowers around. No, they're not. The Mayan priests had strange ceremonies they performed to offer to their gods, right? Now, I said that they are still here. They are still here, and we speak Maya. Good morning. They say malo kin. Malo. If you speak Spanish, you know malo is not good, but in Maya is malo, means good. Isn't it funny? Malo kin. Kin is the sun, the deity of the sun. Malo kin. So they're saying good sun to you. Yes, good morning. Malo kin. Bishabel. Bishabel is, it means how is your path? That you can translate it to how are you? Yes, Bishabel. And then you would reply, Malo, I'm good. Or if you didn't have coffee this morning, you can say, Shembeya. So, Shembeya. Bishinkaba. Bishinkaba. What is your name? Bishinkaba. And then you say, Tene. Tene. Technically speaking, it was not. If you go to the books of history, it was exploitation. Labor exploitation does not equal to slavery, right? It was abolished, supposedly. But you judge by yourself. When they paid, because they received the salary, when they paid the workers of the haciendas, they did it in Disney dollars. What do I mean? The hacienda printed their own paper on their own coins. So it was good only in that hacienda. So I have this paper that is worth 20 pesos, but I cannot go anywhere else but my hacienda. Okay, so what was the hacienda? It was a place, all these facilities enabled the workers to have a roof, you know, and food on their table. They were grateful. They were exploited. Yes. They received a salary. Yes. Was it enough to live? No, never. They have a store that they call Tienda de Raya. Tienda de Raya means I have my 20 pesos, but everything I need costs 50. what happens to the other 30 I don't have? They write it down. Yes, you owe me 30 pesos. But you stay here, you are working, right? You're working, you stay here, no problem. Get what you need, I take credit for you. But they could never pay.
Always
So,
did.
later generations were still in debt. My sons, the sons of my sons, and the sons of my sons, if they lived, they had to pay for the hacienda for my debt. If the owner died, you were not free of your debt. No, not at all. The son of the owner and the son of the son of the owner, the grandchildren, you owe them. So if you escaped, of course you escaped owning money, so you were chased, and imprisoned. All right. So in these facilities, they had everything they needed. They had a roof, they had food on their table. They were grateful to their patrones, to the peones. They were very grateful because they get a way of subsisting. So remember, who were these people who were working? The Mayan, and they were very used to the same thing. The big elite of the Mayan did the same to them. You owe me. You have to bring certain amount of seeds of cacao. You have to bring me certain amount of fish to keep the governance. And it's all over and over again. Yes, it's the same thing. So what happened to these haciendas? This started in the 1800s. Produced many different things, not only anacan. They produced and exploited wood, the madera, the woods, the precious woods. They exploited, of course, they were farming haciendas, plantations for corn, for example, sugar, many others. Then later, they discovered the anacan.
Good news, y'all. I done stopped the whole bus. Y'all see that? We done stopped the whole bus because of my water bottle. They must thought we had a blowout. We did not have a blowout. Did we have a blowout, you guys? Okay, we didn't have a blowout. We didn't have a blowout. Did we have a blowout? Okay. We didn't, but he got out and checked anyway. Okay, now we're going to get back to the mission at hand because we have the best tour guides in the world.
Going, so.
Okay, there we go.
We go back to the green gold. Green gold. I say green gold because the other word we don't like. It's a very disrespectful word. We don't like that word. You know which one I mean. It's green gold. Why gold? Because it was precious. When they produced this one, Mérida, Yucatan in general, but Mérida became extremely wealthy. My friends, when I tell you wealthy, we had castles. Yes, if you go to Europe, you see these beautiful, huge mansions. We have them on Boulevard of Montejo. These were the houses, the official houses in the city for these wealthy businessmen. They call them businessmen. But then in the countryside, they owned the haciendas, and they only visited the haciendas on the weekends. Maybe it's like a summer house, and because they had a person in charge of controlling and supervising the production of what we're going to do today. I would like to hear if you have questions. Doesn't matter if it's not about the haciendas or anything, just random questions. Yeah, and that's my hair.
When she hasn't washed it.
When I haven't.
I can't say the same, I don't have hair.
And I will pass it around. You can touch it.
So this is what we used to make the strings, but when plastic came along, it all went away.
Wow.
Now that plastic, it's going away.
Know what Cinco de Mayo actually is. I do. So could you explain that? Because today is what they consider Cinco de Mayo in America, and we know Mexicans do not. They don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
That is a great question. Today is Cinco de Mayo, and we do not celebrate it so much around here, Yucatan or Mexico, but in Puebla. The Puebla battle took place in the 1860s, and it was against the Napoleon army. Yes, no wonder it is such an important the Napoleon army was very strong, so it was very unlikely that Mexico could actually win, right? So how did they manage to do it? The battle took place in Puebla, and Puebla has a lot of hills. Yes, hills. And that day, my friend, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated because the battle took many days, you know? But Cinco de Mayo, that day, it rained. It rained. And what happened when it rains in a hill? Well, it gets a little, you know, muddy, yes, all the mud. And, you know, the army of the French people, they were so elegant and so well dressed up with all these very heavy weapons, and they couldn't move. But the people, the locals, they could move very quickly and they could attack them faster because of that. So it had no other choice for the French people to withdraw and go. Later we got pretty much invaded and we got a French intervention in Mexico. But that day, Cinco de Mayo, we defeated the Napoleon army and it was great.
Okay, thank
in
you.
Puebla.
So while y'all sitting there trying to have all them drinks, that wasn't what it was for, okay? But we're gonna let y'all have y'all drinks today. We're gonna drink for them. Y'all drink for me back home, okay? And what are the chances that I am in Mexico on Cinco de Mayo? See, y'all in America and I am in Mexico getting the real tequila. Hey friends, this your girl Angel. Y'all ain't heard my big mouth through this whole video, have it? I know you haven't. But look at this. I had to take a moment to show y'all. Don't you see they put little glass pieces up there on their houses and stuff so people won't jump the gates? Baby, who finna go over there and break into their house? Nobody. Not with all them sharp edges. But come on, let's finish this tour.
That's what they mean by albarrada that we saw in the morning. That albarrada is a little wall they divide their property with the little stones piled up. And now William is going to tell you something very, very important.
It's a briefing about the horse ride that we need to make sure that.
Wow. Okay, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this little history lesson. I love history, so that's why I always take tours. They have a little history and a little fun mixed up together in there. So right now we're heading out to get on the horses to go horseback riding. Yes, we are finna go horseback riding, baby, and look at me. I'm sitting here saying, what is really finna go on? But I am just enjoying the nice architecture. That's why I always take these pictures. Like, all this was handmade. That is just so amazing to me. So, gorgeous. And after we go horseback riding, we're gonna head out to the Cenotes. But right here is where we go to pick our horses and we decide which horse I want to ride. Well, I decided I want to ride Luna, baby. Y'all about to get on the horses?
They taller than all of
And I had to throw this peacock up there for my girl, life would be. Yes, Veronica loves peacock. And this is me climbing up on this horse, baby. And at that moment, I was looking like, okay, what I got myself into? Do I need to turn back around? But then I got excited because Luna she liked me. So, hey. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. And this is next time on Jeffrey's Angel. Now, I ain't finna record this whole time because I got to pay attention to my friend right here. My friend got to keep me up here and make sure I'm fall. So, this probably the only time you see me record.
Just don't put it that much, right?
This is the only time I record because I'm going to cut it out the rest of the trip. Because me and friend got to be friends now. We got to stay cool together, okay? Y'all see I got Luna. Me and Luna ride, baby. You better ride, Luna. Okay. So this is the little cave for us to get down and get into the cenote. Y'all see this? Angel. We on the trip. We're taking 12 cruises in 12 months. Oh, wow. Yeah. We have a horse that's pulling us with our seat belts made like this. Yeah, you see that?
Like a dog.
Hang on. They're on Queen side. Where's Teresa Mendoza at? They don't have traffic lights, y'all, so they just got to work their way around all this. Runaway? We don't have a horse runaway train.